It's time for the match game. Hollywood Squares Hour. With from A.K.A. Pablo, Joe Santos. Miss America 1983, Deborah Sue Maffett. Fred Travalina. From another world, Linda Dano. Soupy Sales. And the stars of the match game, Hollywood Squares are Gene Rayburn and John Bowman.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I tell you, we love your enthusiasm. We love the applause. But please, the whistling is really tough to take, isn't it?
Oh, you're used to being whistled at.
Yes.
Oh, how about you, my dear?
You can whistle at him anytime.
A couple of times? Don't kid me. Keep your hands off the fat lady during the course of the show, okay? Only kidding. Yeah. Hey! Look who's here.
How are you, Gene?
He used to be on the old match game, and he's very good.
I remember I didn't get one right answer. I'm going to start all over again.
But he's charming. He's a wonderful smile, and he's got a great new show.
A.K.A. Pablo.
That's it.
Yes.
He knows how to take a cue.
Yes.
All right. Everybody ready down here?
Yes.
Ready. Welcome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Or Gelcom, as the Boy Scout said when he was doing, and he spelled out Gelcom. Remember that one?
I remember that.
We were telling a story earlier.
Yes.
Soupy, when he lived in New York, we lived in the same apartment building, he had an enormous black poodle. And there was some promotional thing that was going on, and the Daily News took a picture of Soupy walking the streets with his poodle. And a couple of days later, he's walking along the street with the poodle, and you tell the rest of it.
I'm walking down the street with the poodle, and a couple of old couple comes walking down, and the one says, "Look, Max, that's the dog that was in the story." Say nothing about me.
There's the dog whose picture we saw in the paper.
So you got White Fang, too, isn't it?
Now, let's greet our two players here and begin. Here is Sybil Henry and Jeff Schwartz.
Yeah!
Hello.
Hey, Gene.
And welcome.
Thank you.
Now we'll find out a little bit about Sybil and ask her to tell us a little something about herself.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm born and raised in Los Angeles, and I'm a fashion designer for ladies and little girls.
Really?
Yes.
And you have beautiful black eyes.
Thank you.
And your lipstick matches your dress.
Oh, it's supposed to. I planned it that way. No nail polish.
And your... Oh, well, let's get on with it. Here, Jeff, what do you want to do? Jeff, you only spell your name with one F.
Yeah, Gene, they lost it on the way here today.
They did? Are you a 2F Jeff? Or...
No, I'm a 1F.
You're a 1F Jeff. Okay. Where does a 1F Jeff live?
Well, 1F Jeff lives in Topanga, California. I'm native California. I'm in auto sales. And my hobbies are video and cooking.
Video and cooking. Now, what you mean you have a video camera?
A couple.
Really? And what do you do with them?
Oh, mainly short stories, whatever I can get involved in, go to the beach or whatever.
Well, that's interesting, Jeff. Sounds like a fascinating hobby. Let's begin the match game. You'll have 3 chances to match as many of the stars as you can, and the one that's done that most often will be the winner, and go on to challenge a returning champion on Hollywood Squares for a chance to win up to $30,000. Sybil won the toss. She goes first.
B, please.
All right, here it is.
Okay.
President Reagan said, he says, I could. Who does Reagan?
Take a while.
Who does Reagan? What a dumb question.
I tried to do Reagan, and I lost.
I'll do the stuff, the straight stuff, and you do the stuff in quotes, okay?
Okay.
President Reagan said,
Well, I couldn't get into working out in the White House gym until I taped a picture of blank on my punching bag.
got it? I couldn't get into working out in the White House gym until I taped a picture of blank on my punching bag. A workout, you see what I mean? Exercise.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Okay, wait a minute. Where's the salt?
There we go.
Okay, I got it.
Now,
It's all coming
Sybil.
back. Okay.
President Reagan said I couldn't get into working out in the White House gym until I taped a picture of blank on my punching bag.
Jane Fonda.
Jane Fonda? Oh, wait a minute. She misunderstood the question. I'm going to explain it to her now, just to humiliate her. No, I don't mean so. You see, working out means exercise, as you've indicated with your Jane Fonda answer, but we weren't after that kind of workout. He says, I couldn't get into working out. I couldn't get interested in working out and getting exercise in the gym. You know, he has a punching bag, and he needed something to inspire him to hit the punching bag. Yeah. Now, if you had understood the question, what would your answer have been?
Let me think. Someone, let's see, in the political
Go ahead,
arena.
think aloud. We're not going to count it anyway. Just let's hear you.
Okay,
Let's hear your.
someone in the political arena, maybe someone who.
Someone in the political arena.
Someone like.
Speak a little louder and aim your mouth toward the microphone.
Someone like Walter Mondale.
Someone like that.
Thank you.
I just wanted to make sure that you knew you could do it.
Little remedial match.
You didn't. All right, Deborah Sue.
That's all, folks.
Yeah. Who was on the punching bag?
Well, they never seem to work things out. Tip O'Neill.
Tip O'Neill is a wonderful answer.
Well, you know, Gene, I always try to stay in shape, and, you know, I'm 73 years old. Now, Walter Mondale is almost 20 years my junior, and yet that man has had 6 heart attacks in the last month. One in Des Moines, one in Massachusetts, one in Connecticut. I said, Mondale.
Walter Mondale. Yeah. All right.
Actually, I thought Jane Fonda was a great answer. I loved it.
Joe,
Anyway.
don't go back to your losing ways. What do you
I
got?
went to Mondale.
Hold it right up here. That's right, so we can see it. Okay, thank you. Joe Santos.
He's right, because he would like to punch Jane Fonda in the nose. I agree with him. But this was just like a primary for me, because I had Gary Hart, and I threw him out, and concluded with Walter Mondale, see?
Mondale.
Kind of a regular voting sequence.
Right. All right, who was on the punching bag, Linda?
Well, Gary Hart is getting a lot of press in New York City, so
You
I
put Gary Hart.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, Deborah Sue was talking about Tip O'Neill. That's what
Yeah,
you put?
Tip
Did you hear
O'Neill.
about Tip O'Neill? He went condominium.
He did?
Is this an English-speaking group?
Yes.
You know what? Her second answer was really the best.
That's
because
true.
that's what I wrote, Walter Mondale.
Right. Yeah. That was the first one that counted. You got the hang of it now, right?
Yeah.
Jeff, are you a slow starter? Are you going to get the hang of this right away?
Off the bomb.
All right. Here it is. Beverly Hills is such a ritzy city. It's
How rich he is.
Oh, sorry. No.
We didn't
If
jump
your heart's not in it, don't even try.
Yeah.
Such a ritzy city. They won't let you online. And does everyone understand the New Yorkese expression online? Well,
I'm from New York, and I don't.
those of us from the Midwest say, get in line. In New York, they say, get online. You know what I mean?
Oh.
What?
They do?
Yes, they do.
I live a sheltered life.
Yes. But anyway, that's strictly a local colloquialism in New York. Get online. They won't let you online at the soup kitchen unless you have a blank. This is in...
What was the beginning of that question again?
Well,
Run
no.
that by me again.
You got to hear the first part of it. It wasn't that funny.
Say it again.
No, here, the first part. Beverly Hills is such a ritzy city. They won't let you get on the line at the soup kitchen unless you have a blank.
This is Michael
Right.
Jackson. I just love that.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's great.
You know, I want to do a film, Gene.
You want to do a film?
Yeah, I want to do Rocky IV.
Rocky IV?
Yeah.
But Michael, you can't box. You're too thin.
But see, then I can say they never laid a glove on me, so I still don't have a complete set.
All right, ready down there. Fred, you didn't put yours in the slot, did you?
Oh, I heard it.
All right, Jeff. Beverly Hills is such a ritzy city, they won't let you get on the line at the soup kitchen unless you have a blank.
Gucci bag?
Gucci bag is good. Very good. Old Jeff, 1F Jeff is all right. What do you got?
That was a good answer.
Yes.
Hope you spell right. Mercedes.
A Mercedes, yeah. Mercedes is another good response. Gucci, Mercedes.
Yes, I had the same answer. I had the Mercedes.
Mercedes, all right. So all those are good. What have you got?
Come up with the Gucci bag.
Joe.
Not bad, right?
What's happened to
I
you?
don't know. I changed. Everything is good.
Tell them about the three-part show you're doing. Don't tell them
can't.
everything.
I can't do that.
Well, just tell them that you're doing a three-parter on Hill Street Blues. You can
On
tell
Hill
them.
Street Blues, right.
All right.
And we're still shooting.
When is that going to be released?
I don't know. It's, we're shooting
Is
right
it this
now.
season or next season?
No, this season.
This season.
In
He's
May,
doing a
probably.
three-parter. It's really going to be an exciting prospect. What do you got for us?
To tell you something about how we're doing when the guy you said was the lousiest player is the only guy who's matched so far. I said gold-plated ladle.
Gold-plated ladle? Esoteric?
That's a good answer.
Linda?
Yes, I like this answer. It doesn't match. An American Express gold card.
All right. What do you say?
It's not too bad. Yeah. Well, I know that Gucci bag is.
Excellent.
I saw a guy stand there with a Gucci bag. Ruth Gucci. She's an old bag that lives out in the valley. I said a mink.
A mink. All right. So there's round one, 1-0 in his favor. Round two, right after this. We go with round two. Jeff, you're ahead. You go first.
Gene, I'd like B, please.
All right. Jake said, hold it. Jake said, I think that acupuncturist used to be a bartender. Instead of tiny needles, he stuck me with blanks.
Say it again.
Can we have that again?
Jake said, I think that acupuncturist used to be a bartender. Instead of tiny needles, he stuck me with blanks. All right? Ready, Deborah?
I'm not crazy about it. I didn't get it.
Trust me.
All right, Jeff. Jake said, I think that acupuncturist used to be a bartender. Instead of tiny needles, he stuck me with blanks.
Toothpicks?
Toothpicks. You find those in bars because they use them to stick the olives in and all that stuff. What do you say?
Well, the swizzle stick.
Swizzle stick is another thing you'll find there.
I also said swizzle stick.
All right, that's swizzle stick, toothpicks, I don't know, corkscrew, all that stuff would be
Check.
good. Check. Stuck him with the check. He doesn't play.
I didn't see one of
Oh, all right. What have you got?
Oh, had he played, he probably would have said swizzle stick.
Swizzle sticks.
I'm thrilled.
You're thrilled?
Look.
Toothpick. All right, he picks up one.
I didn't match his, but I matched the guys in the back.
Why not?
I said swizzle stick.
All right, so there we are. He picks up one more. And Sybil, let's see if you can get on the scoreboard here. Olive oil said. Everybody knows olive oil, right? She said, I think Popeye really misses being at sea. For my birthday, he tattooed a picture of a porthole around my blank. Okay. All right, Linda?
Yeah.
Sybil, olive oil said, I think Popeye really misses being at sea. For my birthday, he tattooed a picture of a porthole around my blank.
Belly button?
Belly button is good. Right. That sounds good to me. Belly button?
Well, I figured since the belly button's round.
That's it. All right. So there's one for her. Fred?
Olives. Well, see, I was wrong. I said face.
And he looks like him, too.
Yeah.
All right, Joe.
I think I screwed up.
Buns.
Buns.
Aha. That's okay. That's not a bad answer.
It's in New York.
All right, John.
And in honor of Popeye the Sailor, I even misspelled this. Naval.
All right.
That's the same.
Scores tied, 2-2.
Yeah.
Linda.
I'm on a roll. This is the same too, naval.
All right, that's 3 for her. She's on a roll.
Yes, well, she said navel, right?
Right.
Well, you see, the navel is in the stomach. That's I didn't know if you could say belly button, so I said stomach. That's a mass. That's what I was thinking. The stomach. That's in the middle of the belly.
Oh, you guys. Yeah. All right. Well, they're tough over there, but I guess they're right. Okay, 3-2 in Sybil's favor. That's round 2. Last round right after this. Here we go with the third and final round. Sybil, you're ahead. You go first.
B, please.
B?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Fat Frida's wife said, "My husband can't talk now because his tongue is in pain. I just baked a cake, and not only did he lick the bowl, he licked the blank." You don't play? You don't play, you don't play. Well, Fat Fred. Oh, I said Fat Frida. His Fat Fred's wife. Makes a big difference. Fat Fred's wife said, "My husband can't talk now because his tongue is in pain. I just baked a cake, and not only did he lick the bowl, he licked the blank." All right?
I think you've got it right.
All right, Sybil. "My husband can't talk now because his tongue is in pain. I just baked a cake, and not only did he lick the bowl, he licked the blank."
Cake beater.
The egg beater.
The beater.
The beater. And
Right.
somebody turned it on, and it got his tongue all tied up in there. Egg beater? What do you say?
I'm going to answer this one as Dirty Harry.
All right. Clint.
Go ahead. Make my day. First of all, if he's going to be in pain, he's got to do something, like really to hurt himself, you know what I mean? So I said, oven.
You licked the oven? Oh. That would hurt.
did.
Some of the icing dripped over to the oven, and he stuck his head in there and burned his tongue.
I came very close, but I couldn't say oven, so I said stove.
Same idea. We would have matched that, I think. All right, Soup.
Well, Fred does Clint Eastwood. I do Fred Eastwood. Well, I thought I said oven.
All right, 3 ovens over here, Sybil, so you didn't advance at all. You're still ahead, though. And that means, Jeff, you need 1 to tie and 2 to win. Okay. Sylvia said, "Something must be wrong with my television. I turned on the A-Team, but there was no Mr. T. Instead, the bad guy was punched in the mouth by Mr. Blank." Ready, Deborah? Deborah Sue? All right, Jeff, here it is. Sylvia said, "Something must be wrong with my television. I turned on the A-Team, but there was no Mr. T. Instead, the bad guy was punched in the mouth by Mr. Blank."
Mr. Bill?
Mr. Bill? Who's Mr. Bill?
Saturday Night Live.
Who?
On Saturday Night Live, little Mr. Bill.
Oh, he's on Saturday Night Live. Mr. Bill. Anybody say
he's on
Mr. Bill over
Saturday
here?
Night
Let's
Live.
find out. Deborah Sue.
Well, I confess I cheated.
You cheated?
Yes.
Mr. Rogers. That's an excellent response. Wherever it came from.
I'll give you 3 guesses in a minute.
Well, I said the same thing. Hi, kids. Welcome to our neighborhood. Why don't we go mine a bus or something? I said Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers. That's an excellent response. Yeah. You don't play? You play.
I didn't ape anybody. I said Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith. All right, now you got a tie. You got to match Soupy to achieve a tie, Jeff. Let's see what Soupy has.
Well, everybody sure had a good answer. But
Mr.
me-
Rogers,
No,
yes.
he said Mr. Rogers. I said, instead of punching him out, but instead of Mr. T, I said by Mr. Coffee.
Mr. Coffee. All right, so Sybil wins the game. Come on down, Sybil. Right on, Miss Mark, if you would, please. I'll get to you in a second. Jeff, it was a pleasure to meet you. Going to send you some gifts from the match game. Jeff Schwartz, ladies and gentlemen. There he goes. Hello there. How do you feel? Good. All right, we're going to switch to Hollywood Squares now. We'll bring on 3 more celebrities. John and I will trade places. We've got a lot of excitement coming your way. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive a self-cleaning electric range with a digital timing center and the exclusive no-turn speed broiling system. Broils meat on both sides at once, sealing in natural juices furnished by White Westinghouse. And now it's time for more of the match game. Hollywood Squares, our quiz from Simon & Simon, Tim Reed, Bill Anderson, Edie McClure, and taking over the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bowman.
We'll be right back to play Hollywood Squares.
And now, John Bowman and the Hollywood
Hey, red and green. It's Christmas. Welcome to the Hollywood Squares. Happy Hollywood Squares to you. Welcome to 3 brand new celebrities, Tim Reed, Bill Anderson, and Edie McClure. Now, Mr. Anderson, you haven't really been doing that much lately, huh? You're only like the spokesperson for a restaurant, and you have a new country single coming out, and a couple of thousand other things you were telling me about.
I host a daily game show on the Nashville Network. I have a single in the charts called Your Eyes. I'm the spokesman for Po Folks Restaurants. Other than that, I don't do anything.
How'd you ever find the time to do this?
It was something I wanted to do.
Just lucked out. Well, we're glad to have you. We're glad to have you. Let's go play Hollywood Squares. Here we go. Before we begin the game, we will reacquaint ourselves once again with a lady who had a rather lovely couple of days last week. She has $7,600. Her name is Bethany Barden. She is Spec 4 in the Army.
Yes, I am.
Hoping to be promoted to Spec 5 and hoping to amass a little bit more money here. We had a shot at that $30,000.
I
know it's on
today.
both. I said Air Force, which I thought would be logical for her. She said air conditioner, and probably the best answer was airplane. But anyway, maybe we'll get another crack at it with Hollywood Squares until you hear the Time's Up bell. At that point, somebody will win and go on to play Supermatch, which could be worth up to that $30,000. First game's worth $100, $25 for every square. Bethany, pick a star.
Fred, please.
Fred Travalina.
Hello.
Among others. Who's won more Grammy Awards, Fred? Barry Manilow or the Chipmunks?
Oh, sometimes you never know.
Now, can you do the Chipmunks?
I write the... No, okay. I would say... Barry Manilow.
Okay. It says Barry Manilow's won more Grammy Awards. Agree or disagree for the first square?
I agree.
The Chipmunks, amazingly enough, have won more Grammy Awards than Barry Manilow. The Chipmunks have won 3. Barry Manilow has only won once. Okay, your opponent gets that square. You should have disagreed with Fred. Sybil, it is your move. Pick a star.
Tim, please.
Tim Reed.
Yes.
According to the Everyday Almanac, why would you put beer out for your snails? Is it to rid your garden of them? Or to make them more succulent for eating?
Ew! Ew!
I think to get rid of them, so you get them drunk and they just kind of wander off. I think succulent for eating.
Okay. He says you put beer for your snails to make them more succulent. Agree or disagree, Sybil?
I'll disagree.
You put the beer out for your snails to rid your garden of them. Yes, you're right to disagree. You get the square. Well done. Snails are attracted to the yeast in the beer, and they drown. They drown happy, but they drown. Bethany, your move.
Soupy to block, please.
Okay. You missed this one, your opponent takes the first game. Soupy Sales. A study done in San Francisco shows that a cab driver will earn a lot more in tips if he wears something special. Is it a suit or rags?
I thought it was a pantyhose. If he will get a bigger tip. If he wears what?
If he wears something special, either a suit or rags, something unusual.
Well, I would say if he feels sorry for him, I think if he wore rags.
Agree or disagree to block?
I agree.
He will earn more in tips if he wears a suit, according to this study. You should have disagreed with Subi. It's a clean sweep for your opponent. 3 O's in a row. Good for you, Sybil Henry. You're off to a lead of 175 to nothing, but we're going to clear the O's off of the board, and we're going to start a $200 game. Bethany, your move.
Fred again, please.
Fred Travelina.
Yes.
You're at a boring party when suddenly you spot a piano in the corner. According to Miss Manners, is it okay to sit down and quietly play a song? Or would that be very uncouth?
That's a strange question. I would say that unless the host asked you, that would probably be very uncouth.
Okay, so within the bounds of this question, he says that would be uncouth to just sit down and play. Agree or disagree, Bethany?
I'll agree.
It is okay to sit down and quietly play a song. It's a rough start for you. You should have disagreed with Fred, and your opponent gets that square. It's okay to sit down and quietly play the song, providing, of course, you know how to play the piano. We're going to be back and complete the $200 game right after these messages.
Stay tuned for more of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. Now back to John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
200 to zip. Plenty of time. We're in the middle of a $200 game. Sybil, your move.
Tim, please.
Tim Reed from Simon & Simon.
Yes, Sybil.
Tim, according to Barbara Woodhouse, when you're breeding your dog, should she and her mate play together first?
Barbara and her mate?
No, your dog and her mate. Should they play together first, or is there no need for that?
Run that by me again. I think I've lost something there.
I know, you're still fantasizing about Barbara, aren't you?
Must be.
What a good celebrity. What a good celebrity. Yes. What a good celebrity. Sit.
Thank you, Barbara. You can play with your mate now.
So much.
According to Barbara Woodhouse, Tim, when you're breeding your dog, should she and her mate play together first, or is there no need for that?
I would say there's no need for that.
No need. Okay. Agree or disagree, Sybil?
I'll disagree.
They should play together first. You're turning out to be quite a good player. You're right to disagree. You get the square. Two more O's. You're playing X. Pick a star.
A Soupy to block again, please.
All right. Now, if you miss this one, it's a pretty big lead for your opponent. Mr. Sales,
Yes.
Which of these can be found at the Philadelphia Museum of Art? Is it a nude painting of Benjamin Franklin or a piece of Tupperware?
Oh, a piece of Benjamin Franklin. No, I guess, yeah. I have been there and I have seen it. It's a piece of Tupperware.
Agree or disagree to block, Bethany?
Okay, I agree.
It is a piece of Tupperware. You're right to agree. You get the square, yeah. Good for you, you're on the board. Makes sense, they want to preserve Tupperware for posterity. Sybil, she thwarted you there. Your move.
Gene, please.
Okay, Gene Rayburn.
Yes.
As you grow older, what goes first, Gene? Your eyes or your taste buds?
Your eyes or your taste buds? Well, it's quite obvious. As soon as you hit the age 39, you need reading glasses because that's just part of the aging process. The taste buds, though, there is no wear and tear on them, no stress, unless you live in a country where they use a lot of spices and they become jaded. But here we eat fairly bland food, so your taste buds won't go. It'll be your eyes.
He says your eyes go first. Agree or disagree, Sybil?
I'll agree.
Your taste buds, in fact, go first. You should have disagreed with Gene, and your opponent gets that square. Your taste buds start going at the age of 5.
Right. What? But I can tell you something goes before that. Right.
Don't go too far, you'll fall off. Bethany, your move.
Linda to win, please.
All right. This would give you the game and the lead. Linda Dano,
Yes.
from Another World. You are having a dinner party for 4, and you're serving pig's tongue. Is one enough to go around? Or should each guest get his own tongue?
Well, I have a lot of Italian friends, so I would say each one gets their own tongue.
Agree or disagree for the game, Bethany?
How many people was that, John?
4. This is important. It's a dinner party for 4. She says each guest should get his own pig's tongue.
I'm going to disagree.
Each guest should get his own pig's tongue. You should have agreed with Linda. She knows her pig's tongues, and your opponent gets that square. We are going to find out what happens in this $200 game after these messages. Don't miss it. Well, you escaped that last game by a pig's tongue. You're still in it. Sybil, it's your move.
Bill to win, please.
This would give you a big lead. Bill Anderson, you brought home a turkey that's only half plucked. What does the Encyclopedia of Household Hints suggest you do to get rid of the remaining pin feathers? Pull them out with pliers or burn them with a cigarette lighter?
I don't smoke, so I would not use the cigarette lighter.
I didn't say it was a smoked turkey, Bill.
It would be if you used the cigarette lighter. No, I would use the pliers, definitely.
Pull them out with pliers. Okay. It says get rid of the remaining pin feathers with pliers. For the game, agree or disagree, Sybil?
I'll disagree.
You should burn them with a cigarette lighter. You are right to disagree. You get the square and you win the game. Wow. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was pure instinct, wasn't it? Yeah. Who knows about plucking out pin feathers, but you did it, Sybil.
You know how you can tell a smoked turkey?
Yeah.
By the nicotine stains on his wings.
All right, let's sweep the X's and O's off of the board because we're going to start a $300 game. There is still time. Bethany, it's your move.
Fred again, please.
Okay. Mr. Travelina, the Muppets have recently created a series of short films.
Yeah, they really have. Hey, good to see you.
Do these films help executives handle business affairs, or are they designed to teach etiquette to children?
How recent?
Recent.
I'm going to go with etiquette to children if it's recent.
Okay. Agree or disagree, Bethany?
Oh. I agree.
They are designed, these short films by the Muppets, to help executives handle business affairs. No, you didn't disagree.
Was that recent?
Huh?
I mean, I know of that from a few years back.
Okay, we'll check into that for you. It's pretty it's recent as well, correct?
Yeah, I read that.
Okay, we'll find it. Sybil, your move.
Tim, please.
Tim Reed.
Muppets and executives, huh? Works for me. Go ahead.
You're an English lord of the manor, Tim.
I'm a what now?
You're an English lord of the manor.
Yes.
You're pressed for cash. Can you sell your title to the highest bidder? Or is that strictly forbidden in English law?
Did we discount armed robbery? Okay. I would sell my title.
You say you can?
Yes, you can.
He says you can sell your title to the highest bidder. Agree or disagree, Sybil?
Can you repeat that one more time?
You're an English lord of the manor. The question is, can you sell your title, or is that forbidden by law?
Okay, and I'll agree.
And he says you can sell it, yes. So you agree. You can sell your title. You are right to agree, and you get the square. Wonder what I can get for a host of Hollywood squares. Bethany, she's got a couple of O's up there once again. Pick a star for an X.
Soupy to block, please.
Okay. Same old thing. Soupy Sales.
What do you mean the same old thing?
Oh, this is tragic, Soupy. It's bedtime, and you can't find your skin moisturizer. Which of these would be the better substitute? Mayonnaise or motor oil?
Only if the can is autographed by Arnold Palmer. No, I happen to know this because it's also good with lettuce and tomatoes in bed, too. It's mayonnaise.
Agree or disagree, Bethany?
I agree.
Mayonnaise it is. You're right to agree. You get the square, and you do block. And you stay alive. Most important of all. Sybil Henry, pick a place for an O.
Edie, please.
Edie McClurg.
Hi.
To avoid injuring yourself the next time you fall down, Edie,
Yes?
should you try to fall on your tush or on your side?
Okay. In my case, but this is not the general case, so I will discount that altogether. The safest place to land. See, if you landed on your tush, you would hurt your coccyx, and you wouldn't want to do that. That's your tailbone. And so the better place to learn to land is on your side, because there are natural fatty deposits all along your side to help cushion a blow. Land on your side.
Okay. Agree or disagree, Sybil?
I'll agree.
The best place to land is on your side. You're right to agree. Edie's on your side. You get the square. And have a commanding position once again, Bethany Barden. Pick a star for an X.
Jean to block, please.
Mm-hmm.
Get it, Gene. Okay. All right.
Which came first, Jean? Dinah Shore or saccharin?
You're really trying to fix me up with Dinah, aren't you? Well, Dinah is really not that old, but she was around before saccharin.
Agree or disagree to block, Bethany?
I'll agree.
Saccharin came first. You should have disagreed with Jean. Your opponent gets that square and wins another game. Wow. And the bell means that time is up. She has done it. $875. New champ, Sybil Henry. Congratulations. Well done. Wow. Okay, now here's what you do. Make your way over there. Join Gene Rayburn is coming out right now. Get set for your shot at your big money. Saccharin, by the way, was over 100 years old, which surprised me. But your appearance on this show has been quite sweet. The last couple of days, Bethany Barden. Can I have her new total? Let's see, 7,600 and 875 is
75.
76.75 total? Okay, congratulations, Bethany Barden. $7,675. You're a good champ, and I hope you make Spec 5.
Thank you.
Gene, take it away.
Here we are with the champ, the new champ. We'll be back with her in the 9 stars. We're going the big goal right after this.
Now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Thank you very much. Here we go. We got the champ here.
Whoa.
The stars are ready. She could win up to $30,000 here in the super match. Let's see what happens. We polled a studio audience not too long ago and said, write down your best response to this. Glad blank. If you give us the answer they wrote down most often, it's $1,000. For the second most popular, $500. For the third, $250. Any 3 of the 9 stars are permitted to offer some assistance here.
Linda, please.
Bags. Glad bags.
All right, there's one.
John, please.
And next, I'd say glad hand.
And Edie.
Glad rags.
Glad rags, glad bags, glad bag rather, and glad hand are the 3 they've given you. Now you think it over and choose one of those or give us one of your own.
I'll go with glad bag.
Glad bag.
I think so.
All right.
That's good. That's
Glad bag. That's, you know, those big, hefty garbage bags. Well, hefty is another brand name. This is a brand name. We'll find out what's up there. May we see the $250 response, if you please? Glad tidings.
Sure.
All right, there's one. The $500 response says, glad rags. There's Edie's answer.
Here comes.
Okay, here we go. Slide the big one, Steve. Yeah, you got it. You got $1,000. $1,000 for you.
beautiful.
Right.
Good.
Now, time for the head-to-head match with any star of your choosing. And after you've chosen a star, the star will reveal the hidden number. We will multiply that $1,000 by whatever number is revealed. It'll be a 10, a 20, and there's 130 somewhere up there. Let's hope you get it.
Linda, please.
Yeah. Oh, my. All right, Linda, would you grab the tab? Right. Ready, set, go. 10,000 is what you are playing for. All right. 10,000. That's not a bad amount. What do you think?
I think it's great. It's a lot.
It is a lot, indeed. All right. You'll give a verbal response after Linda writes her answer down. Okay, ready, Linda?
Yes.
This is it. Captain Blank. C-A-P-T-A-I-N. Captain Blank. Now, Linda's ready, Sybil. To collect $10,000, all you have to do is match her. What do you say?
Captain Bligh.
Captain Bligh. Well, we heard a groan from the audience. We'll find out whether Linda wrote Captain Bligh or not. If she did, you get the money. What do you say, Linda?
I'm sorry. I didn't. I wrote Captain Kangaroo.
Captain Kangaroo. Yes. Sybil said, why didn't I think of that? And I guess that really is a wonderful answer, Captain Kangaroo.
I would have felt like I was doing it with you if we...
No, Linda, you gave a good answer. Don't be sorry about that. You gave an excellent answer. Now, you haven't done too badly up here. You have a grand total of $1,875, and you're the champ, and you'll be back here tomorrow. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, here we go. We're going to find out which of the stars had the really big number. All right, stars, would you all grab the tab?
Yank
Ready,
your
set,
things.
go!
Deborah Sue
had the big 3-0. Now, John, you want to do a clarification
Yeah,
here?
I just want to clear up the thing about the Muppet films that are used for business executives. We spoke to the Henson people, and there was an article about it last month, and it is being done right now, so that the term recently certainly did apply.
All right. Would you repeat that, please? Oh, I'm only kidding. All right, Gene Rayburn here inviting you to join us tomorrow.
John Bauman saying so long for the Match Game Hollywood Squares era. See you then.
A member of our studio audience will receive a white sewing machine with 10 built-in utility and stretch stitches on one color-coded dial. Lightweight with built-in handle for easy portability, furnished by White Sewing Machine. This is Gene Wood speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. A Mark Goodson television production.